I'm a firm believer that fashion doesn't become, you know, out of date in 6 months. So I do what I do. So what you try and do is you hone it, you polish it, and there are sort of evolutions in fashion over 6 months. I think we change the proportions. It's much fuller down below. It's less tight on the top. It's certainly the volume on the bottom, I think, which is newer. I think also that when you're in a new relationship with people who are making clothes for you, it takes time for you both to understand each other, you to understand how they sew and how they make clothes, them to understand your aesthetic. So I think we've made a huge step this time. We both understand each other better. The sort of shorthand communication between us works much better. So it's just a natural evolution from last season.
He's one of my favourite illustrators of all time, and it's really interesting when you look at his illustrations. He transfers it beautifully into garments, and it's a real kind of lesson in that illustration can be so free and light, but he actually has a very specific idea of what the female form is, and he sticks to that. And I think that's why he's in Arnotts and why he has such a loyal fan base.
I especially love the high-waisted trousers because it's very trend-driven. It's very flattering. The navy dress with the black lace and the short sleeve was exquisite, but I especially love the wool coat with the swing. The very first coat that came out, absolutely incredible.
Very much speaks to me because of the colours that I love. I mean, I've always loved black. I think most women do, and I've a lot of navy as well. I think navy is very flattering on Irish skin tones, probably even more so than black. So it just, on a whole, it all worked for me, every bit of it.
It's very classic. It's quite a timeless collection of dresses, a capsule collection. So, you know, for the woman who wants some key pieces, particularly some of the dresses, some of the chiffon and the fabrics that were used were really luxurious and create a beautiful silhouette.
The collection last year was a much more tailored collection. There was very little what we call soft. But this year, you know, we have washed crepe de chine, we have Duchess satin, we have silk chiffon. So it's really quite different. It just makes it a more rounded collection, really.